There's a lot of talk in the bowling world right now about the hardness of bowling balls. So today I'm throwing a soft bowling ball versus a really old, hard urethane ball. This is a 2017 Black Hammer. This one reads on the hardness scale of between like 78 and 80. So this one is much harder. I use it a lot more for playing straighter, some lower volume patterns. But I am cash money. So that was a hard bowling ball. This is a fully banned illegal Purple Hammer. It is a 2016-2017, which the USBC made illegal or deemed illegal like 2 or 3 years ago. So I went out and bought one, obviously, because that's what I do. I spend that money, which means if it's softer, it should hook more. And it does. Just a little bit more down lane. You guys take your pick down below in the comments which one you think is gonna win. Yo! Not my best shot, but it doesn't hook a lot, which is good for me because it has a little more miss room in. We're testing these two out today on a 39-foot pattern. That's a 2-to-1 ratio, so it should be pretty challenging. This is like prime time packy throwing urethane. I bought this one when it was still legal. I didn't know really what to expect. I actually like the Brunswick made ones more. Strictly because they hook earlier and they hook more, it seemed like they held their surface a little better than this one. This one definitely has like a little more down lane shape, I would say, but I'm not really looking for down lane shape out of urethane. As I said, this is prime time packy hand rain. So the difference for me right now, obviously the cover stock's a little different. This is more like a urethane, and that is a pearl urethane. So this one is a little earlier. It's not way weaker. It's like a 2-board, 3-board difference with my feet, but definitely makes a little different shape. I'd like to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Mugsy Jeans. And today with that, we're gonna react to the Pete Weber Mugsy Jeans commercial. In full Pete Weber form.
This is Pete Weber.
I am him.
PBA Hall of Famer
Himothy.
And the bad boy of bowling.
Mr. Weber,
Pete is the original bad boy of bowling. Probably still the only bad boy of bowling.
Thanks, kid.
And he cares about 3 things.
So if I just rips a nacho off of a 10-year-old kid.
And 3 things only. Drilling pins.
Put those guns away, Pete.
And never backing down.
Who do you think you are? I am.
That's why he wears Mugsy Jeans.
Classic
The only
Pete Weber
jeans
line.
comfortable
Probably
enough to handle moves
an iconic
like
line
this.
in sports.
Because like
Saw
Pete,
that on ESPN for
Mugsy
like
takes
weeks.
pride in dominating everything they do.
I wish I could have seen
Never
Pete back in
letting
the day.
anything get in their way.
Ain't no being scared here, pal.
And
Pete
only Mugsy
appropriately
jeans
talking
are
trash
made
to
with
an
enough
open play
stretch,
bowler, which is
comfort,
something that he
and
would probably
durability
do in real life.
to knock him down.
That's very realistic.
Every single time.
That's a great ad. Those jeans do look really comfortable. I mean, they were like mega stretchy, which was always kind of like my with jeans, but super stretchy means super comfortable. If you're looking for comfortable, flexible jeans that are Pete Weber approved, you can visit Mugsy.com and at your checkout use code TheHouseBowling to receive 10% off your order. That's Mugsy.com and use code TheHouseBowling to receive 10% off. Now let's get back into the action. Order number 9. Did he not know that I just got 10? The one thing I will say is the Purple Hammer I feel like has dominated in recent years. They're just 2 different balls. My Black Hammer's giving me a little more hold just because it's a weaker bowling ball. and the Purple Hammer that likes to hook a little more down lane, I have more miss room to the left, where if I shoot it to the left, it actually hooks a little bit. If I pull it in, it won't hold, but if I pull the black one in, you already saw a second frame I did, and it held up and struck. So they both have the same score right now, so it's not like one is ridiculously outperforming the other. However, one of them is illegal, I guess. Yo, bad shot. See, that's the thing. When you talk about like missing in and holding, sometimes you just do it. Just manifesting bad shots over here. So now I'm gonna maybe talk about missing left with my Purple Hammer and how much it hooks, and maybe I'll miss left with the Purple Hammer. Oh, it's a little left. And that's why I didn't love that one quite as much. I feel like the Brunswick made ones, when I missed left like that, they hooked earlier and they hooked even before it got to that spot down lane, so they had a better chance of striking. That one seemed like sometimes it got a little too far past the pattern, and because of that, I'd leave like a flat 7, or I'd leave a lot more like 3 pins and buckets than I would with the Brunswick ones that tended to have more surface or hold their surface better. And that ball's hard as a rock. I would say on like some of those longer patterns, maybe like a 42, 43, a lot of you guys have seen me throw Purple Hammers. On like a 35-foot pattern or something that hooks a lot, I'm definitely leaning more towards this one because of the way it looks. And on something longer where I need more hook, that's where I'm like Brunswick Purple Hammer, I'm hitting them with surface and I'm making them hook a little bit more. So I could get the same shape out of both on 2 very different patterns. Oh! Whoa. That one was also a little left of target, but it still hooked. Got a little bit lucky. The older, harder urethane balls are more condition specific, but also maybe they just have a limit on how long of a pattern or how heavy of a volume of a pattern that you can throw them on. Whereas like the really long patterns, I'm not saying you can't use them, but you might not be able to strike as much. You'll still get that same consistency to the pocket, but you might not get that same pin carry. You can always change that by adding a pound of surface. Maybe a 360 pad, maybe a 180 grit. I'm 9 of 10 with 2 different bowling balls because this is prime time Packy hand rail. Urethane on the short. If I was 2 things in this world, I'd be a urethane ball on a short pattern. I guess that is one thing. Making me laugh when I still strike. I'm over here like, on these like tougher patterns with the urethane balls, it's definitely just all about consistency. You get a smooth reaction. It's easier for me to hit the pocket with a very consistent ball motion, where if I miss a little left, yeah, it might stay left. If I miss a little right, it might hook a little right, but it's not gonna do anything crazy down lane. You know what it's gonna do, it's just predictable, that's all it is. Hey, that's way left. A little shot clock violation there. Too much time spent on the approach. Good news is I still got my trusty black hammy here with the front 6. Push. Ay, ay.
Good news is I still got my trusty black hammy here with the front 6.
I've been missing these left and right recently, not today.
Not today.
Maybe the streak continues of me missing 247. Purple Hammer down 39. And if I know anything about a comeback, is that this ball's still got a chance. I'm gonna move 2, hook it a little more. That's the thing about Purple Hammers. You can just keep moving in, and yes, a little bit because of the length of the pattern, but as you keep moving in, it just keeps hooking more. You can treat it as a reactive ball, whereas the Black Hammer, yes, you can move in, but when you move in, you also have to bring your break point in a little bit. I'll move 2 with the Black Hammer, you know, for science. And I'll just keep throwing bad shots. That shot wasn't bad. It was a misalignment. I need to go deeper and get a little steeper with the angle. That was a little too far in front of me. I feel like I haven't missed a 7-pin in like a month, but these 247s, I'm getting haunted. I needed some strikes with that thing. Did I throw 2 different spare balls this game? Maybe I did. I'm definitely more likely to flat 7 with the black than the purple. That being said, if you watch me on tour, maybe I'm just a flat 7 machine. Maybe it's just me. I'm moving in with the black though. I gotta move deeper, so I'm actually gonna stand in the same spot as my purple hammer. So I'm standing in the same spot as my purple hammer, but if you notice, I'm actually trying to keep that one a little more in front of me. I'm more throwing that one towards the 2-4, whereas I'm throwing the purple hammer more towards that like 4-7. Just the angle with the purple hammer, I'm allowed to throw it further left, so I do. Does that equal more strikes? Obviously not. I'm going 2 more. The black one does do that, but like I said, not from as deep of an angle. Spare to win. Oh boy. Spare to win, and it's a 2-4-7. I'll show you guys how I've been making them on tour. I switched in the middle of the season, so if I really want to win, this is how I'm gonna shoot it. Needs all 3 to tie. What did I say about the comeback earlier? I don't know. And I'm striking. Oh. I don't know if I need to throw it that slow, but a strike's a strike. And a purple hammer's a legal bowling ball. This one isn't. This specific one isn't, but the new ones are. I threw in a tournament this last weekend. That's perfect. Damn, that might have struck though. There's a lot of talk about urethane in the industry right now and hardness and stuff like that. Well, let me know down below in the comments if you'd like to see more urethane content and maybe what kind of video you'd like to see. So thank you guys for watching, listening to my chat on the opinions between these 2 bowling balls, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.